Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and this is Granny Sewing Room. And it's also Friday Sews. So I thought I'd get on here and show you what I've sewn this week. Well, I did the weekend, but I sewed a matching wallet to match the Mickey Mouse bag. And this is the Marilyn Wallet. And this was my first attempt, so I think the next one will go much smoother. It has 10 card slots. It has a place to put your ID. Then it has pockets on both sides to put your money or whatever. It has a place to put a pin. You can put your pin in there. And then, let's see. Oh, and then it has a zipper pouch so you could put your change, your coins, or whatever in there. So I made this to match the Mickey Mouse bag. And my sister's done called me and want this bag, and I told her, I'm sorry, I made this for somebody else and I'm shipping it out. And because she collects Mickey. She's a Mickey fanatic. She doesn't like Minnie, she likes Mickey. So Lulu, I am so sorry, but this is going to be your Christmas present. You can't have it until Christmas. So, Merry Christmas. I love you, Linda. So this is her Christmas present. Okay, what else is for Friday? So that's all the sewing I got done. I'm getting ready to cut out a quilt so I can have a few quilt tops ready for my butler when it's installed. I want to get on it and start playing right away. So I'm going to get this cut out and I am going to start sewing on a quilt, a new quilt. And then I have to get borders on my granddaughter's quilt, still the heart quilt. This quilt's going to be called, the name of it is called Weave. And I will insert a picture of this quilt right here. And I will put a link in the description box where you can get this quilt if you like it. So I'm probably going to do a few little videos of me quilting this together, but I know you don't need to see me cut it all out, but I'm going to get it all cut and ready to start sewing. And hopefully next week I will be doing a copycat video with the backpack that I showed you last week. I got my kitchen finally done, and I will be putting a separate video of that up to show you the big reveal of my kitchen. And I love my kitchen. I love it, and I love the fact that it's finally done. No more men in my house until we start the bathroom. But tomorrow I am going to run, I'm hoping. Well, today's Thursday, and so I'm going to be putting this up for Friday Sews. But Friday I'm hoping to be running. I'm going to go get a look at some light to put above my Longarm because it's so dark in there. And I want that light up there before they come and install it. And so I'm excited about that. And on my Longarm, I thought the encoder, decoder, or something like that, the encoder, I thought that was bad. And I spent last weekend trying to figure out how to get that fixed, and I finally called somebody local, and the young man was so kind. He walked me through plugging in and unplugging and trying to find out what the problem is, because he said the encoder could cost $1,000 or more. So I was really, and that's the stitch regulator to keep your stitches regulated. And oh, I was just so sad. And you have to have that in order to get one of these tablets. And so I was playing with that and praying that I could fix it. And but he walked me through plugging things in. And what it turned out to be is all this time, I bought my Longarm used, but the previous owners had wrapped some plastic around the cords to keep them out of the way, and I understand why. But the cord kept pulling at me at the machine as I was doing my front stitching, and it kind of loosened up the wire for the encoder, and it wasn't reading it. And that's all it was, just to plug that in more secure. And I undid those wires, and I'm letting them go free because I'm going to be on the front of the machine more than the back anyway. But oh, thank you, Lord Jesus, that I didn't have to get a new encoder. I don't know that I would. I would have had to cancel my butler and just do things manually, and I'm not that good. So anyway, but thank goodness that turned out for me, and I give the Lord praise for that. I'm going to get busy sewing. Besides all that, my kitchen got done this week. I had a great birthday breakfast party for my sister that's 70. She just joined the 70 club, so I got 3 sisters that are in their 70s, and I got a few years to go, and my brother's got about 4 or 5 years to go. So then we'll all be in the 70 club, and I am not in any hurry to join that club. Sorry, girls, but I am not in any hurry. So some of my other plans, since I haven't got much sewing done this week, some of my other plans are my ideas that I want to do. I was at Hobby Lobby and I met a gal there that works, and there's a group that get together and to do some quilting, and they meet at this church. And so I think I'm going to maybe every Thursday or every other Thursday maybe join this quilting group where you just bring your stuff and you just have fellowship. And I think I'm gonna maybe do that because I would like to get some local friends that are like-minded, that love to sew and quilt. And one of the ladies, she told me, even does bags in that group. She's starting to make bags, so that sounds fun. I was going to try to get my cousin up here, but things just aren't working out for her. She's not been feeling well, and to teach her how to sew. So I hope that's in the works through the winter here, that I have something like that to do. Besides that, those are all the plans that I have. I don't have a whole lot to share with you. That I'm just so excited that I don't have to get up and let men in my house, and that right there is enough just to, I can breathe a little bit. But anyway, so I'm going to pick up my sewing room a little bit. I'm going to get busy getting this quilt cut out so I can sit down and sew. Oh, one other thing, my niece came over to hem some curtains, and the Juki I bought about 2 years ago, that it broke. There's something inside the bobbin casing, a little finger that goes in and out, and it broke, and it's just a mess. It eats your fabric up, and so now I got to get that serviced. But I have a few more machines, and I'm not going to service that right away. That's the machine I usually let everybody use when I'm teaching them how to sew or quilt. And one thing they have to learn, and I'm going to have to be a little bit more, I don't know, I'm not a very good teacher, but to tell them that they do not have to tug the fabric. The machine takes that fabric. You just have to sit back here and keep it steering in the right direction. Just keep it on the line. But she was tugging at that and trying to think she had to do all the work, and the machine does all the work. So there's 2 things I really have to teach if I'm going to start teaching, and it is, one, when you're quilting, you do not iron, you press. You distort your seams and your fabric gets all wonky. And 2, you let the machine do the work. You just be the driver and put on the gas and steer it. So those are 2 things I have to be more diligent about to teach when I'm teaching how to sew and quilt. So that's kind of my fault. I kind of like to let people learn by, you know, their own mistake, or learn by their own doing. And I need to probably guide them in the right direction and then let them learn the mistakes. So hang on, I have to cough. Sorry, cough break. Allergies are so bad this year. We all sat out on the deck for that breakfast party, and my sisters went home because I have a lot of trees around me, and they all have allergy problems now, sinus problems. And I know that's where me and my husband get it. He's got a sinus infection, and his allergies are just horrible. He's on antibiotics and steroids for his. So for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. I go out there just to feed the chickens and let them out for a while, and gardening's done. I'm done with all the gardening. I'm not doing none of that. Canning's done. I got a lot of canning done this year. I did green beans, carrots, and corn this year. So maybe next year I would like to add some sweet potatoes in there or something like that. He's wanting some pickles, so I might be canning some pickles next year. But so I'm just rattling on, and I hope you enjoy my rattling on. Has anyone told you you're special today? If not, let me be the first, because you are in God's eyes. So I'll let you guys go. I'll make this a short, sweet video, since my last videos have been so long. And I'll let you guys get on with your weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Go do something creative, but remember, whatever you do, do it in the name of the Lord. And I know once I get off here, I'm going to think of things I want to tell you, but I'll try to write them down and tell you through the week. So God bless everyone. Bye. All right, I thought I would let you see me cut out my last row here. And I am doing the weave quilt. I wish I could remember names, something Clucky Chicken or something like that. But I'll put a link in the description where I got the pattern. I was not sure if I wanted to do my background white or black, but I'm going to go for white. So this is only one block, so it looks like a really easy quilt once I get it all cut out. Some people say not to use the grid on your cutting board, and I think, well, if you start out that way, you might as well finish that way. So, all right, I've got all my jelly roll cut out. I'm only making a twin, so I hope this makes it bigger. I always think if it doesn't make it big enough, I can always add borders. So, all right, I'm going to do my white, the background fabric. So this is what it's going to kind of look like. So I think that's going to look good. Black would be too dark. So, okay, I'm going to get to cutting out my white, and I have it all cut out. This is the background fabric, and this is the main fabric. I only bought one of these jelly rolls. You know, and I think from now on, if I buy jelly rolls, there's going to have to be two, because this says it's only going to make a throw, but it seems like a big throw. But, okay, well, there she is, cut out. Let me see, it took me about an hour and a half to get it all cut out, and now I'm going to just sit down and enjoy sewing. This quilt is only one block, so pretty cool. Let me see if I can show you how the block is laid out. Okay. Okay, so I do one of these. Whoop. And two of these. Let's move my bag. That's what I'm going to store it in. So there's that first. And then I believe I have a big block like this. Can you see? And a big block like that. And I make two of them up. So let's get two of them made up. One of them, and choose some different fabrics. Oh, pretty, pretty. And then two big ones. And let me scroll down and see what the next part of the block is. And then I use two of these. Goes like that, goes like that, goes like that, and then this comes up like this. Now I believe that is the block. And it's only one block like this. And then I just switch them. So I am going to start chain sewing and see if I can get all of these. I think it says I'm going to make 40 blocks like this. They look like large blocks. So hopefully I have enough. If not, I got to figure out where I bought this, because I already threw the paper away, so I don't even know what it is. But all right, there's the block. Let me hold it up higher so you can see the block. Oh. There's the block. Easy peasy to sew together. It wasn't hard to cut out either. So, Okay, on to the sewing part. To start sewing some of my blocks together, I'm just going to chain piece here. And kind of goes pretty fast when you do that. This is a Novell 1500S machine. It is my favorite piecing machine for my quilting. I bought this on Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that. So a white background fabric goes on either side of this colored fabric. Oh, and they're so thin. I got to be careful I don't get two of them. So I thought I'd show you my setup in here for my quilting. I just got some fabric I had on hand I put on here. But I am going to go remove that fan, and I'm going to try to get some track lighting installed up there so I can see over my quilt long arm. But I went ahead and ordered the Butler, the Ruby Easy Quilt Butler, so I went ahead and ordered that because I can't see. I cannot see doing that pentagram down there. I can't follow it that well. And I'm not that good at freehand motion quilting either. So I got that quilt to do. I got another one I've cut out and putting together now, and I want to be able to do that. I think I'm going to do a little more quilting than garment sewing at the moment. But I was going to let you see me do some quilting on this long arm. So hang on, I'll put you on the tripod. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've been practicing doing some feathers. So let's see if I can do a feather. And there you have it. Let's do a close-up, see if you can see what I'm doing. All right, I'll do a little more so you can see. I'll put my handles up that way. I know you can't see it, the stitching, but it is really fun to do this. I just wished I knew how to make pretty designs. I certainly wouldn't want to do it on a nice quilt and like goof it up. So hopefully I'll have my butler up here real soon and have some quilts ready. My first one will be my great grandbaby's quilt that I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try to do some custom work on that so I can have something in the hearts. So I want to put something special in the hearts right there, and then kind of just quilt all around it, and then just add something to the hearts. See? So we'll see how I do the butler. I've been watching a lot of videos and I think I got it. So if you can use a 10 needle sewing embroidery machine, I think I could handle this. So, all right, just wanted to show you the quilt or long arm that I'm getting a butler on, and I'll show it to you when I get it.